So how do you feel that the media influences your perception of the presidential candidates?
I feel like they make it seem like there's only two candidates because they don't discuss third-party candidates. And I feel like they also create sort of an ageist environment where John McCain appears to appeal only to older voters and Obama only to younger voters.
Hi, my name is Sigourney Norman and I'm a freshman at Tufts University. And I feel that with the current election, the media presents Barack Obama as a very benevolent and giving and almost innocent type of president, which, as much as I support Barack, I know cannot possibly be true. Yet at the same time, I feel that he's been using it to his advantage by playing well with the media and playing nice, because no other candidate, Hillary and probably not McCain, will be able to successfully take him down, because no matter what they do, unless they go with the same playing well kind of attitude, they're going to seem as if they're simply trying to tarnish his image rather than present alternate views of him.
My name is Brett Stanger.
What year are you?
I'm a senior.
Cool. So Brett, I'm wondering, how do you feel that the media influences your perception of the presidential candidates?
I think for me personally, I have been decided on which candidate I'm supporting for a while, so continued media doesn't really have a significant effect on me. I think in general, however, it makes people focus more on more trivial issues instead of what's really important, because the media tends to latch on to certain issues and keep pounding those over and over and gets those into people's heads, while it often bypasses some of the more important issues for presidential candidates.
Thank you very much, Brett.
You're welcome.
Do you feel that the media influences your perception of the presidential candidates in this 2008 election?
Well, I'd say that the media really frames the candidates in a certain perspective, and I just read an article on McCain the other day, and it was about how he doesn't use the internet, and I guess I got their point in that we're like a rapidly, advancing society in terms of technology, and that it's important to know what's going on with the internet if you're going to be making policies about it. But at the same time, it didn't seem like his not knowing how to use the internet or something was going to affect his ability to be president. So I think that there are really little issues in the candidates' lives or something that get really blown up, and then you miss kind of the bigger picture of who they are. So I think that's kind of hard, because you don't necessarily, you see what the media wants you to see anyway.
Yeah, I think definitely the media leads you to vote on issues that are removed from the actual, economy, or what's going on with education, or health, or any of the real issues in the election. I think it really leads to voting on stuff like whether Sarah Palin's daughter is pregnant, and if she's a good mother, and if John McCain dresses the right way and what his background is. I mean, personally for me, the media definitely shapes my ideas of what the candidates are like, because that's where I get all my news from, reading articles online and from watching the news and stuff like that. But I think that personally I look beyond and read their position papers and, watch their whole speeches to really figure out what the issues are, and that's what leads me to vote. So I wouldn't say that the media directly is what's going to impact my vote, but I think it definitely plays a role in kind of shaping the picture of the person.
Yeah, that's true, but I even feel like that when I voted for the primary, I had a hard time really getting good information about the candidates, because, and this wasn't just the media, but even the campaign managers, I don't know, it's hard to get past what people are trying to tell you about candidates, and so I had a hard time really getting down to the issues and not just idealistic big facts. And I think the media really turns the candidates more into celebrities than they you get this picture of them as I don't know, all these clips of Obama dancing, and he's more of like an icon, or they become more of icons than people that you want to really learn about. And so you end up learning about stupid things like fashion, their fashion, and not their policies.
And I think, I mean, a lot of times that's kind of almost what people want to hear, you know, the human interest stories are what people like to hear. You know, they like to hear that Joe Biden, you know, about when his wife died and how he was sworn in at his son's bedside and all of that, and his first Senate election, and obviously none of that really plays into his capabilities as a vice president, but people don't want to hear the details of his foreign policy trips to, you know, the Middle East or wherever he's gone. They prefer to hear these like nice, warm, happy stories, and that's what the media feeds them, and that's what people like to hear, so it just perpetuates that cycle. And it's hard to look beyond that, because you actually have to, you know, find somewhere where they've written a position paper online or something to find out the real details of what they've done.
Cool. Thank you guys. And what year are you guys?
We're sophomores.
We're sophomores.
Sophomores. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.